This project is analyzing student assessments by Kathleen Bernat for Broward College to fulfill requirements for EDF 4430 Educational Tests Online with Dr. Pulido, July 14th, 2023. The two types of tests being examined in this report are standardized tests and norm and criteria reference tests. These are important types of high-stake tests, and understanding their definitions, descriptions, historical significance, strength, and challenges are important to every teacher as they are an integral part of the American educational system. This first section is definitions and descriptions. Standardized tests are developed by professional agencies and use the same test materials and the same administration procedures for all students. Quoted from Brookhart and Nitko, 2011-2019. The terms norm referenced and criterion referenced refer to score interpretations. Most tests can actually be interpreted in both ways, though they are usually designed and validated for only one of or the other. Norm reference tests use the scores from a group to compare the score of the test taker. The test taker scores higher or lower or average compared to the group. Criteria reference tests calculate the raw score of the test taker based on the number of questions answered correctly. Teachers usually use criteria reference tests in the classroom, while norm tests are given to a large group of test takers and are usually standardized tests. The next section is the strengths and challenges of each test. The strengths of standardized tests include objectivity. It can be a meaningful way to assess student achievement. It can also be used as an indicator of college success, and it is useful for teacher evaluations. But the weaknesses are that standardized tests might be biased toward good test takers and do not actually measure student progress. These tests may also be racist, classist, and sexist, or not reliable predictors of future success, and might not be good metrics for teacher performance. This was quoted from procon.org, 2012. The pros of the norm reference tests. In theory, students are measured against similar students with the same backgrounds and can be used for diagnosing. They are also valid assessments of academic, social, and behavioral skills, whereas criteria or mastery reference tests can only be used for academic skills. Evaluating data using either norm or criteria referencing does have pitfalls. Both are based on methods which may or may not give the best picture of an individual student's performance. Also, test writers must be unbiased and eliminate testing language barriers for ELLs, English language learners. Again, from procon.org, 2012. This next section is test background. The earliest known standardized test was in China during the 7th century to test citizens for government jobs. And the first published multiple choice standardized test originated in Kansas in 1914-15 by a school director, Frederick Kelly. Standardized testing began in 1838 in a quest to test the educational system and educate the masses. So, pre-Civil War saw the origination of mandated written examinations, and just after World War I, standardized testing became prominent in more areas than just academic. In 1890, college entrance exams were initiated, and in 1905, IQ tests were developed and widely accepted by 1939. Standardized tests evolve into aptitude tests and become the measure of all things with no child left behind in 2001. This is from the National Educational Association, 2020. In this next section, I will be giving examples of each test. Examples of criterion reference tests would be ACT, end of the year exams, graduation exams, professional licensure exams, driving exams, Examples of norm reference tests are the GRE Graduate Record Exam, SAT, and IQ test. Each of these tests are standardized tests. In this next section, we will explore how tests are reported to the stakeholders. Test results reports are sent to the testing team and to the individual testers themselves through email. Many tests are also sent to the stakeholders like the schools, colleges, or Department of Education for each state. These results are useful in planning and funding programs to strengthen the county school system. How testing conditions can be accommodated for individual students. Accommodations for standardized tests include extended time and increased teacher supervision. Students can also request an alternative testing location. When COVID-19 was active, standardized tests had to be suspended because there were too many factors to keep it standardized. Any accommodation which the student receives must be recorded and reported. Standardized tests are now offered digitally, and the ability to offer different languages and supporting media is potentially a significant improvement for determining student progress. However, digital tests do introduce a challenge. Although digital tests can be taken anywhere, test integrity may be compromised, and monitoring systems need to be developed to ensure testing integrity. Technology also improves data collection and makes analysis easier. This assignment developed my thinking about standardized tests and their usefulness. I now have a better understanding of test results based on norms or criteria and the reasons for using either method. Standardized tests give us the ability to evidence student growth and the relative skills and abilities of our students. It also helps to give teachers and principals an objective view of student progress, but should not be the only tool we use to determine progress. Combined with other assessment tools, I believe that standardized tests have an important role in the improvement of education. Here are the references I used in order to create this project. I believe that this has been a great learning activity and the outcomes were valuable. I am looking forward to using what I've learned in the classroom. I hope you have a great day.